Hi, this is Noah Vaughter, and I'm currently in Occupy Boston. I'm hanging out in the generator tent. I'd like to introduce you to my buddy Dana. So what we wanted to document here is just a couple things that we're doing over here for some of the electrical power needs in the media tent, the medical tent, and the kitchen here. So I guess one of the first big stars we want to show is just this pedal power generator that was made and donated. Dana, can you just give us an overview of what this generator is like?
Yeah, so Amos Blandon made this. It was brought over by another person, Nathan, who has been helping out with the pedal generators for charging batteries. So this thing has got this flywheel that gives it some mass as it's spinning, and it's running this generator right here. So as I pedal, the generator's generating electricity. It's going through a charge controller here underneath this table and charging a battery.
Okay. And would you mind telling us about what what people are using this battery for, and about your how you've been sharing the batteries with people and what they've been doing with them?
Yeah, batteries are sometimes used with inverters, like this is the case here, so I can sort of turn this DC energy from the battery into an AC plug here. Or in the case of this particular inverter, I've got it going to USB to charge this cell phone.
Okay, so we're charging this phone off the off that battery right there?
Yeah, but for some people, they don't have the physical hardware for charging their cell phone that comes directly from a USB adapter. Some of them have a wall wart or something that's sort of AC. And so the thing about inverters is that you can also give them that AC plug that they're expecting, or like a power strip that just looks like a wall outlet, so it's sort of transparent for those users. They just can charge their laptop or their cell phones or whatever. And we've also been using these high efficiency, high brightness LEDs. You can buy it by the meter, these strips, and it turns out if you cut a 1 meter long strip, it's made to run with 12 volts, which is the power we're putting in these batteries. So these things are pretty amazing because they give great illumination, but they're drawing a very, very small amount of current, so they last a long time on a battery.
All right, and can you show us the squid? Because I think that's one of the cool things. You mentioned that the purpose of the squid is because we want to avoid the AC chargers, right?
Exactly.
So we're going right from DC.
So for people who come in and they want to charge their cell phone, and all they have is a little unit that wants an AC adapter that goes to their cell phone, this thing is made to power from USB, because actually most of those cell phones are charging off of 5 volts only, which is what you get from a USB. So this is just using the DC to DC, using 5 volts out. And when you buy these in a store, this particular thing that I got was made to use one of these different adapters for an iPhone, or for a Nokia, or for a Samsung, or whatever. And I just sort of connected them all to make this little squid, so that if you plug this into USB, you can pick whichever is appropriate for your particular model of phone and plug it in. All
right, great. One more question. You said you set up some of these LED light strips elsewhere around the camp. How long are they running for, and off of what kind of battery?
In this case, you can see it's running off of this little bitty 12 volt, but they're small capacity 12 volts is what I've been handing out, because they're easy to carry around when I'm transporting them around the camp. And using a small capacity 12 volt like this one, they run for 2 or 3 days. They wouldn't last that long. It's actually maybe a day and a half if they were left on continuously, but since people don't use them during the day, they turn them off. So that they use them for in the evening hours, and then generally around midnight I think people shut them off.
All right. One more thing. Can you just give us a roundup where to buy some of this stuff? These strips that you can buy in 5 meter long spools I got from Adafruit Industries.
Okay. You can look at adafruit.com for those. This little small power inverter is just from Radio Shack, but you can get them from AutoZone or any kinds of places where people are doing camping. This particular one is made to work from a car's 12 volt cigarette lighter plug. So of course you can get inverters that are up to thousands of watts that cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars. That's one of those things that you sort of, they're available in many different markets. These motors, if you're running a DC like this one, or some kind of AC motor to run on a generator, we haven't found a commodity place for generators for pedal power. It's generally a sort of thing that's been adapted from other purposes. This is like a brush DC motor, but the other pedal units we have are brushless permanent magnet AC motors.
How about the batteries here? Where are you getting these from?
This one came from Radio Shack.
Okay.
But the other ones, this one, Batteries Plus, I don't know where this came from. Actually, a number of them have been donated.
Okay.
So there's...
How about the little one you're using for the lights? That one looks great.
That one I got from the MIT swap meet.
Oh, okay.
So this was a totally separate supplier, and it was so cheap when I got it. I wish I would have bought 5 of them. I didn't know that I was going to be dealing with winter time in Boston in camp-out situations.
All right.
And there's this Die Hard that I suppose came from Sears or something. That's an awesome capacity marine deep cycle battery.
Oh, that's Ted's. It says, yeah, I can see the inscription on the side.
But it's really not very portable. Like, I wouldn't want to be carrying this around the camp very much. So.
All right. Thanks very much, Dana. We'll check in a little while.
Thanks a lot.